Welcome to Drill Down Earnings. We have quarterly results out from Cloudflare. They're pretty good, and the stock likes it. Stock market likes it, I guess. Here's the business story about one stock on a move. I'm Cory Johnson, Chief Market Strategist for Epistrophy Capital Research, where we looked at the 50 most important companies in technology. Cloudflare is certainly one of them. Q4 earnings for this company, better than Wall Street expected at $490 million, let's not get crazy, $490 million in revenues, and an adjusted 19 cents per share in earnings. I don't like the adjustments. They take out stock compensation, which is a non-cash expense, I guess, but whatever. Better than even Wall Street had expected. The expectations were high. 27% revenue growth. This company powers on in the business. It's an interesting business here. It's not unique. I mean, it's unique that they bundle kind of the delivery of web experiences, if you will, and mobile experiences with cybersecurity all in one. So yeah, they've got the web infrastructure stuff with content delivery and managing the content delivery networks, but also doing it within the context of cybersecurity. So there's denial of service protection stuff. There's zero trust security solutions. There's secure access management, all in one package here. And what's really interesting, so are they creeping towards profitability, actual profitability? Yeah, they lost 8% in terms of operating margins in the business. But they're sort of generating free cash flow as they do all this, and the company's getting stronger and stronger. But what's really interesting to me is the way that they sell this, not just their salespeople. There's one in particular who's near and dear to my heart, but their fantastic sales team is doing a great job. But their interesting model is a freemium model, which is to say they give away an entry-level service, and they've got smaller customers that are really important as they transfer from the smaller customers to larger customers, not just because it gets a lot of sort of feet in the door, but they learn about lots of things going on in the world of cybersecurity because they've got such a large, albeit many of them smaller customers, but a large base of customers. So it creates a network effect where they've got real intelligence about infrastructure and threat intelligence without having to wait for it to hit their really big customers, because they can see what's happening in so many customers. So when I look at this business, I track two things. I track their small businesses in terms of remaining performance obligations and small customers, which is to say customers of less than $100,000, and then their bigger customers. And they're doing great with both. In fact, in this quarter, the growth of both was the same, but the growth in the small customers at 7% this quarter, ticking up to 7% this quarter, when it had been down in the low single digits in the last couple of years, is a really good sign of growth for the future at Cloudflare, because it makes their product better and it gives them a great sales pipeline, which, like I said, for my favorite salesperson out there, she's going to continue to sell a lot of stuff. We like that. But the numbers came out, stock went straight up 12% in after-hours trading after a 74% run this year. Clearly the market likes what it's seeing here. Now, CEO Matt Prince was asked about what's happening with the large customers and what are the large customers finding and what is it that they're buying. Here's what he had to say.
I think the theme for the last couple of quarters has really been that more and more of our large customers are buying into the overall Cloudflare platform. And so it's less about buying one particular feature and more buying the broad suite of everything that Cloudflare does. That's when we say pool of funds, that's what we're really saying. It's that a customer isn't coming in saying, I just want a WAF, or I just want a modern VPN replacement, or I just want that. They're saying we have bought into Cloudflare's vision for what a network architecture should look like. We don't know exactly what's going to make sense in terms of us deploying that, but over time, we see a significant portion of our network relying on the Cloudflare product. And so we're willing to commit a pool of funds and then draw that down as it makes sense in terms of our own deployment in order to deliver that. And so I think that broad platform and a real true platform, all built on one unified architecture, is what is giving us the ability to do these large pool of funds deals. And I think the theme has been, largely that it's the platform that has been the killer feature that people are adopting.
So the big customer is buying a theme, not a killer app. Maybe that's good for all of Cloudflare. All right, what's it all mean? What's your big drill down earnings takeaway? What's the one number that means a whole lot? Well, let's get to that. So Q4 earnings from Cloudflare, really strong. The stock's going straight up. Why? Here's your essential summary. So $460 million in revenues, really nice operating profit margins on a non-GAAP basis, but 27% top line growth is great as this company is so big. And both the big business is growing at 7% and the one number that tells you a whole lot, The small business is also growing at 7%. 7% is your number. We like it when the small businesses grow within Cloudflare because they tend to lead to large businesses later on. All right, thanks for checking out Drill Down Earnings. I'm Cory Johnson. Follow us on all the socials. Listen to our full earnings reports on YouTube. We'd love to know what you think.